Okay, I might be crooked, but you know, we're rocking with it. All right. Hello. Hi. Welcome to another. Sorry, gotta clear my throat, and that shit is not getting cut out because this is a stream of consciousness, which means this is real. This is raw, baby. There are no cuts. It's just literally me expressing, flowing my thoughts, and yeah. This is practice for me because your girl gets fucking shy in front of a camera. And all of a sudden, when I have no option but to express with no cuts, or if I tell myself that I'm not going to post something, then I can just free flow my thoughts. But when it's interesting, I've been studying this whole phenomenon within myself. Like when I realize that I can refilm something, like kind of like pause and I do edits, like I stutter so much and I have a harder time free flowing my thoughts. And yeah, it's so interesting. And yeah, I feel, first of all, it's pretty fucking human. I think it's so important when you're reflecting on things to reflect from a space of curiosity and not reflect of like trying to, you know, put yourself down, trying to shame yourself for the behavior. Because honestly, yeah, it's pretty fucking human. And maybe not all humans experience feeling anxious or fear to express on the camera, but I'm sure those who don't have other challenges in life that they face. We all have our own challenges. We all have our own strengths. And there's something so fucking beautiful about that, about the uniqueness of it all, because we each have our own little like calibration to coexist in this world. We have, sorry, I feel like a bug might have just landed on me, but nope. Yeah, we have different things we can bring to this world, and our challenges and the things that we're passionate about, all of this just like speaks to our orientation, to the unique expression that is us, that is a fragment of everything. But anyways, we're getting a little existential. Hi, let me introduce myself. My name is Mariah. This is episode 5. 5 months of doing stream of consciousness. This is honestly one of my favorite videos to film. Side note, I really hope it's not too dark. I'm sorry if it is. I'm just learning how to work with lighting, okay? And it's like dark. I want this background, but it may be dark. Sorry if that's loud as well. But anyways, yeah, these are my favorite videos to film. I've been creating so much. Honestly, right now I am, just a little context, I'm nomadic. I'm in Bali right now. I'm staying in this home in solitude, far away from touristy life, in the jungle, and just been fucking creating and just pouring my energy into all the things that I'm passionate about for the past month now. I have one more month here and then onward to the next spot. We'll see where I go. But yeah, that's just a little bit of context. Oh yeah, I remember what sparked that. I've been creating so much. I've been making 3 videos a week. This week I think there's gonna be 4 videos maybe, which is like, why? That's like someone maybe, this is excessive, dude. Why? But genuinely for me, it is like, I have this time right now. Like I have this chunk of time to just fully pour into that which I'm trying to create. This whole like world, Kaladara Creations. That's this channel. Like I'm trying, like I have a vision, like I have a dream with it, and I feel very passionate about it, and just so many ideas, and I feel so excited, and I feel that it's in its like infancy. This is the beginning of something really beautiful, I feel in my heart. So with that, I have so much like creative ideas and so much flowing that I just want to flow with it. Like I don't want to like, you know, stifle my desire to express all of this. And and obviously this is a new channel. Like I'm posting these and I'm getting like maybe 30 views or whatever, but it's genuinely not about the views for me. Like it really is, like I said, I just have so much that I want to express, so I'm going to express it. And it also is a practice, just as these videos are a practice for me to get comfortable with just talking and expressing and free flowing. in front of the camera, I'm just practicing so many other things. So it's like, I might as well just make multiple videos a week and just keep pouring myself into this and sharpening my like skills. And it's so fun because I really feel like these past like couple of weeks have been so exciting, where no, I haven't gotten any like big influx of followers. That's okay. You know, I really do trust that it'll come, but that's not like the objective of this mission, you know? So, yeah, so it's like not like I've seen breakthroughs in terms of like follower counts, but I've felt a breakthrough in the sense that I'm starting to notice what I'm sharing on here is starting to feel more in line with the vision that I have for this channel, with the vision with what I want to create. Because I feel like when you start on a new project, when you start on a new mission, you're on a conquest. Okay, I mean, conquest isn't the right word. I feel like conquest is when you like kill people, right? We're not talking about that, okay? We're talking about creative mission, okay? When you start a creative mission, man, I need water, but I'm gonna keep going. When you start, fuck, I lost my thought. Shit, okay, we're gonna find the train together. Like I said, free flowing all of this. We are talking about, oh God, now it's that, you know, when I'm trying so hard to find it, then I'm gonna fucking lose it. I don't know what I'm talking about. Now I feel like I got a pressure to find it because there's a camera on me. Oh yeah, I was, let me see, I found the thread. I was talking about how my videos are starting to, oh yeah, okay, I found it. I feel like, yeah, when you start something new, it can be challenging because of course, you're starting something new. You're having doubts and insecurities and all these things arise, but also the initial phases of embarking on what you're trying to create can feel challenging because I feel that usually what you're creating initially does not actually match with the vision, what you feel you're capable of, what you know you can do. So there can be that frustration, or that because there's a recognition of dissonance, and it's like, this doesn't feel like a real actual expression of what I know I want to create. So there's this disconnect, and I feel like a lot of people can just like fall off at that stage. You know, it's like you can fall off the doubts. Like there's so many points within the creative process of birthing something new that you can fall off of what you're trying to create. You can just like, you know, get discouraged. So it's like during this phase, you'd be like, oh, it doesn't feel in alignment. And then you just stop doing it because you feel like it doesn't feel like in alignment. And then you use that information as affirmation that you are not capable of creating what you desire to create, what you feel in your heart you want to create. So if you use the information as affirmation and then you fall off, then the vision will never actually come through to how it, you know, how you feel it to be true. So it requires patience. It requires patience and presence to keep showing up and just being patient, you know, with the process. And yeah, I feel like at first I definitely, just feel like a lot of my first videos do not feel super resonant with what I initially expected or wanted this to be. I remember when I first started filming, and then I started like start editing them, and like also struggling so much with talking in front of a camera. That is the big one. A big one, because I feel like I have so many ideas and ways I want to like express, share my voice and things, and then I'd put the camera on, and then I would go silent, and I'd like, you know, it'd take everything within me, and it still does. It still does. I'm still working through this, okay? Except for, like I said, when I free flow, what the fuck? But when I like record my other videos, like I just like, it takes, I'll like say something and I'll stutter and then I'll freeze, and it's like, it's challenging. And I was just like, wow, I didn't expect it to be this hard. And there was some frustration there. And then the things like, you know, I'd edit it and it wasn't, I didn't communicate as clearly or as how much as I wanted it. Like it didn't look or feel the way that I feel like I truly wanted it to. And I kept going. I am still going. And that's, I feel like, sorry, there's a mosquito. I don't fuck with mosquitoes, bro. They're vicious. I'm sure they serve their purpose in a way, okay? But mosquitoes do. Anyways, I kept going, and I am still going. And that is the most important thing. I feel it's consistency, is showing up with presence. It's a practice. Someone dear to my heart once told me this quote. I don't know if he came up with it or not, but he said, it's a practice, not a perfect. I hold that so dear to my heart. Like, I really do feel that. And I try to remind myself of that. It is a practice. It's not a perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect, okay? And yeah, so I have kept showing up. And long story short, I wanted to get to the point to say to you that I feel so excited within the past couple of weeks. I feel like what I've been creating has feeling more resonant. Like, I'm excited. Like, the pieces and the way I'm expressing is just starting to feel more authentic, more aligned with this vision. And it's still not quite there, but I feel that there's never ever really a there. It's a practice. It's continual practice. And I'm sure that I will get better. I will refine my skills of being able to talk on a camera and express and share and edit and create and take what I feel and hear onto this screen. So it just, to see that it's starting to come to life more. Oh my God, it feels so exciting. I feel like, I don't even know. I guess it's like you've been carrying a baby in your stomach for a while, and then you give birth to the baby. You're like, the baby's here. Oh my God, this is exciting. I'm sure it's like, I don't want to exactly compare this to being a parent. I'm sure the experience is very different. I'm just trying to give you a metaphor. Okay. I'm trying to come up with a metaphor here. But it is like a birthing in a way. Like, I do feel like I am birthing this that I'm creating. And this is my baby. And I'm really trying to, pour my heart into it. And with that, I'm aware that, like, to pour my heart into it, I need to pour my heart into it, which is like showing up for myself. Like, this is not just a YouTube journey, okay? For me, this is not me just making videos to like create a business. Sorry if this is loud. No shame if that's what you're doing, okay? I'm just saying for myself, this is not even what this is about. Like, I don't even know what's gonna unravel from this. For me, it is a deep dive into myself, to know myself more. This is a whole like personal fucking mystery adventure that I'm embarking on. So it's exciting, and I feel that operating it from like moving from that space, from that mindset, is like super inspiring. And I feel that it helps me find the motivation like intrinsically. Whereas like, I feel like if you show up on here and you get your motivation from like views and like followers and comments and how other people are perceiving you, then chances are you're gonna fall off. Or maybe it'll start to blow up and you just kind of get in this vicious loop of like, getting your dopamine hit every time someone, watches your thing or likes it, and you just kind of get addicted to that process, which I feel isn't so healthy, for us. And I just feel like if you're approaching this space, anybody who's watching this, okay, if you feel inspired to do this, or with whatever you're doing, I feel this could be applied to other things too, like, try to find, source your inspiration, your motivation intrinsically. And like I said, view it as this self journey, mystery, adventure, where you're trying to know yourself more and use it and reflect. And when you do that, it just becomes so much more deep and rich. It has depth. It's not just this surface thing of getting likes. Like, it's juicier, Okay, I went on a tangent. Okay, I remember my point. So I was saying, what sparked all of this is that, like I said, since it's this deep mystery adventure for me, getting to know thyself, when I did it again, but like, I know that's not so good on your ears with the microphone. It's okay. I'm apologizing to your ears every time I make loud noises. So with this, I have been just pouring that fucking self-love into myself when in other ways, always, honestly, like taking good care of myself, because the more I feel like I take good care of myself, all that, I'm able to show up more for whatever I'm doing. I have more energy to pour into what I'm doing. But when I'm editing these videos, I hype myself up. And genuinely, like, I will tear up when I'm watching these videos and I'm like, I love you, dude. Like, I don't care what anybody says. People like be like, oh, that's silly. See, this is me. Actually, pause. This is good for stream of consciousness. I catch myself. That right there was about to speak was a part of me that feels like I felt insecure for what I'm about to share. So I was like justifying or I don't know how to say it. I don't know if anybody noticed that. Like, I was gonna share, a part of me feels guilty for like the sense of self-love that I pour into myself. Like, I don't feel guilty about it when I'm doing it, but when I share it with someone else, I don't want someone else to perceive it as like, you know, being narcissistic or whatever. So it's like I try to like say some words to like, just in case someone feels that way. I'm not sure if anybody's catching what I'm saying, but this, like I said, this is for me, okay? Just caught myself in that. It's interesting. It's like I can, because sometimes I do that. It's just like, it's simple, subtle little things when you say an expression and then it's like you try to like put some blanketing around it just in case to like almost in a way subtly manipulate how other people perceive it, or, you know, I don't want to say manipulate, but like it is kind of a subtle way. Manipulate, like, you know, like, okay, I'll use a good example. And then we'll go back to the point. And you're like, which I am through this. I'm working on this. You're like, do you want to hang out today? It's okay if not. It's okay if not. It's okay if not. It's okay if not. And I want to say, this is not like about villainizing this thing that you're saying, okay? That I'm saying too. I'm speaking to myself. Speaking to you, babe. I'm speaking to me. We're not villainizing, okay? But I think it's supportive to reflect on these things. Why are we saying this? It's okay if not. Why can't you say, do you want to hang out today? You know? And I feel for me that I'll say it's okay if not. The mentality is like, I don't want them to feel pressured into feeling like they need to hang out with me. So, and I want them to like feel okay to say no. But it's like, there's like, I feel like that's extra fluff. And I understand it could be coming from a soft space. And I'm not shaming the soft space, but I'm just saying there's some ways where I feel like we can let go of the extra fluff, you know? And just be like, hey, do you want to hang out today? And I just feel like there's beauty in being a bit more direct sometimes and trusting in someone else's own sense of, you know, trusting that if they don't want to hang out, they'll say no. Even if they don't, you know, just trusting that. And I feel that these are subtle ways we can show up to reorient, like to speak from a space that trusts. Honestly, I know this is so subtle, but if you start to watch my videos, you will notice I like subtlety. I talk about it a lot in my poetry, and I talk in life, like this is how I recognize things, like very subtle ways. Ways that I feel like can just pass us by. Like little things we say, like all these things that are just so simple, but they like point towards something underneath. And there's small expressions that are coming from something else, you know? And when we catch them and get curious around them, I said, no need to shame. We don't need to be like, why you do this? Why you do this? No. Be like, oh, I do this. And then you stroke your beard for a bit. And then you delete, and you go, do you want to hang out? That's all. And then you send it, and maybe your heart races a little bit. You know, for me, sometimes I feel weird. I'm like, whoa, I didn't tell them it's okay if not. What if they don't know? Oh no, oh no. and then you send it. And then you await and the response, and nothing really changes. I don't know, except for something does change, maybe, internally. You actually, you know, move from a space that trusts a little bit more. So, okay, I'm so glad I'm following my trains of thought right now. I'm really all over tracks right now, all over the tracks. Except for a train really has one track. What does it have multiple? I don't know. Anyways, so back back to the point. Oh yes, I was saying I caught myself subtly. So I was just saying I recognized that little subtle comment that I was about to express and the space in which it was coming from. So I just caught it in real time and questioned it and brought it back home to clarity so I could see it and understand it more fucking clearly. Why not? And then and then I expressed it to you because you guys are here watching me. So I figured might as well let you in on my inner process. And now I just explained everything. Oh, over explaining is another one. That is a big one which I have struggled with, and I'm sure I do in other ways still too to this day. Which, this is the thing. Let me make another side note before I go on this tangent. I'm not saying that the behavior itself is one way directly. I'm not sure if that makes sense. So explaining something in depth may be actually supportive, but it also may be not supportive. Anything can, it's not the exactly, like I'm not saying not saying all in-depth explanation is wrong. It's not about good or bad. It's not what we're talking about yet. Okay. Well, so what I'm saying, I like accents, okay, is that, yeah, sometimes over-explaining can be like a subtle defense mechanism. A way that we try to keep ourselves safe, putting fluff around things. You know, it's like if you're late for work and you come into work and you just give like a fucking 30-minute explanation, like this happened and this happened and this happened and this happened, and then you apologize like 20 times. I feel curious. Okay, we start to impose curiosity. All right, my friends. Okay, now let's question this. Okay, in this scenario, what's going on? I feel like there's this anxiety that, you know, is like, I'm late. So then there's this like blanket of feeling as if when you over explain and apologize multiple times, that it's gonna like make everything better. You know, it's, you know, and sometimes, like I said, sometimes, you know, like offering an explanation and apologizing, I'm not saying that's wrong. But when it goes to like a anxious, like, then perhaps it's not really helping. And a lot of time, that which we resist persists. So we might actually, like in this scenario, you know, piss people off even more. I don't want to say piss people off, but like, you know, that expression, you know, if you're going on for 30 minutes and sometimes over excessively apologizing can actually like create the opposite effect and start to like annoy people or like create this like repulsion or a bit of frustration in someone, which creates the opposite effect, because it's like you're apologizing, you want them to feel okay, but then they start to feel less, and then it's like, then that goes back to the like questioning of like, who are you apologizing for? And that's a tricky one that's sometimes interesting to really reflect on. It's like, who are you apologizing for? Are you apologizing genuinely to them? Like, I'm sorry for this. Or are you apologizing to them for yourself? And you keep apologizing because you feel guilty, you feel bad, and hoping that this continually being apologetic will actually feeling like it might relieve you of your guilt, you know? Yeah, it's interesting. It's so interesting to examine these behaviors. But okay, circle back for the second time. I will finally complete this line of thought. Yes, that's what I was originally saying before I started to make that little comment that went on this whole beautiful tangent. You know, all of it's supportive. Is all of it supportive though? Just kidding. Okay, so yes, I was saying, when I watch these videos, rewatch myself, I hype myself up, bro. I'm like, you go. Get it, girl. Fuck yeah. Express yourself. And I don't directly say these things, you know. Maybe sometimes. Sometimes I'll say something out loud and be like, fuck yeah, dude. I'll say, fuck yeah, dude. I love to work, dude. And bro. But I get stoked. And I feel like it's helpful to cheer yourself on throughout the whole process, but especially during the beginning stages, just trying to find spaces where you can show up with love for yourself and create some like gentleness where it's like, yeah, I'm proud of you for showing up, you know? And I've had moments where I'm watching myself and I start to tear up, and I'm like really happy. It's like a proud parent type feeling where I'm like, yeah, just so happy that I'm showing up. Like, yeah, it is this trippy thing because it does feel like I'm watching myself as like a parent. And yeah, I'm just seeing how I'm showing up, and it's cool. It's good. It's nice. Yeah, just feeling a little reminiscent. So anyways, these are, I guess, this is a whole little bit of a tangent into creating a new project, starting a new thing. I'm obviously still in the beginning stages of it, but these are just some little nuggets of wisdom that I am acquiring, learning throughout this process. And I'm still learning. And I'm grateful to be learning. Forever fucking learning. Forever a student. One of my big hesitations or fears or anxieties with coming onto YouTube, onto the internet and sharing, I was like, I don't want people to think that I'm a guru. Like, I'm coming on here and trying to tell people how to live like I'm a fucking guru, and I'm not. And that's the thing, is I am forever a student, and I will not come on here and be like, I am your guru. I will tell you how to live life. Like, I'm just sharing what's worked for me, what's helped for me, and take what feels resonant, drop what doesn't. And that's what I feel like is most important. Because if there's anything I will tell you, I will share with you. Like I said, with anything, still take it or leave it. But my sharing is on the point to take it or leave it. Like, to check in with yourself, to really recognize, yeah, your own, mosquito, go away. Your own intuition, your intuitive, to really recognize and to listen to yourself, because you know best. And this could be another whole topic, but I would say it's like, you know best, but also you're still uncovering you. I feel that we have sometimes, most of the time, we all experience in different configurations, like traumas, situations, configurations that have occurred in our life that have left an imprint, that have left like a smoke or a fog over our understanding of life and our understanding, our interpretation. I just shared a video, I guess I'll plug myself. It's called Prism, The Prism of a Prison, which kind of talks about this a little bit from one angle. But yeah, I feel that we have shit. Sorry guys, I just lost what I was talking about. My mind started to reflect on something else, and then I got caught. Okay, we're talking about perspective. Different perspective. Oh yeah, found it again. Look at me go. Woo, fuck yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh my god. I feel like I sound like I'm high. I swear to God, I'm sober right now. I can't believe I'm like forgetting stuff so much, but it's okay. It's okay, bro. You're human. It's okay. I was talking about hyping yourself up, and then I was talking about how it is important to, I don't know. I'm gonna let it go, actually. I'm not gonna try to search super hard for it, because maybe it'll come around in, oh my god, is this a shampoo? A shampoo ginger? Oh my god, there's a ginger right here, a ginger plant in it. I don't think it's a shampoo ginger. I don't know if you guys have ever seen shampoo ginger, but you can like squeeze it and use the stuff that comes out as shampoo. Super fucking cool. I really just love the jungle. Like, the jungle environment is where I feel most at home, in a way. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out where I want to live. I trust that answer will come, but I could see it being somewhere in a jungly environment. Probably near a waterfall would be fucking cool. But yeah, I just feel so good in the jungle. Oh my god, I love it so much. I like the beach too, but I'm not like super duper beach girl. Like, honestly, I've been in Bali for like 3 months already, and I haven't, well, I did go on like to a little island. So I did go to the beach a little bit, but I haven't been staying near the beach. I've just been more in the jungle. But we'll see. I have one more month here, and then I do think I'm going to go to the beach after this. I think I'm going to stay in Bali still. I'm really enjoying it here. So I think that I'm going to go and stay in a beach town. I could go to one of the popular beach towns, but your girl is a little bit of a hermit. And I feel like going to more of a chill, quiet beach town would be more vibe. So I think I'm going to be doing that next. So stay tuned to that. We are hitting the 30 minutes mark. So I'm going to wrap this up. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. Oh my god. It's so funny because I feel that these videos are actually doing like the best out of all of them, and best in terms of views, which is cool because these are like the most exciting for me to just free flow. And like I said, planting seeds, baby. Like I would love to have a podcast one day. That would be fucking amazing. We'll see. Plant that seed, putting that out there. But anywho, yeah, thank you. And I hope you have a good day. Until next time.